Hey guys, it's Tyranno Dudley. Again, Tyranno's in here at the moment, and it is just me, Dudley. And I have a new deck file for you guys. It's an updated version of my Lane Joker deck. So let's get started. So our starter is Star Vader. What's his name? Robin Knight. Alright, so he is a Legion skill effect. If your Vanguard is in Legion, and if your opponent has a locked unit, Cannabis 1, put him into the soul, lock the unit in the front and back of your opponent's rear guards. Alright, so let's just start as a grade 0s, because I like starting with grade 0s first, as you guys know. So we run 6 criticals, 6 draws, and 4 heals. If you noticed, I do not run the Into the Soul +3 from the trial deck, and you guys will see why in a bit. So those are the grade 0s. On to the grade 1s. We run 4 Mana Shot Star Vader Neon. When he attacks Vanguard, he gets plus 3,000 if you have a Vanguard with Star Vader in the name. Just generic. And then I'm running 2. Why do you like people have long names? Prism Gate Star Vader Palladium. He is a generic in every Star Vader deck. He should be. What he does is, I should zoom in more. Oh, wrong way. All right. And what he does is, Counterblast 1, when something is unlocked, Counterblast 1, put him into the soul, relock the card. And for my PGs, I'm using the leader PGs because I do not want to buy the Star Vader ones because they're like $10, and these are like $3 to $4. Highest $5. I don't know if they gone up, but that's the reason why I have them. And 2, I'm probably going to take these out. Debating on its tail. Star Vader Satellite Mirage. If your opponent has 2 or more lock cards, discard a card, draw a card. So now let's get started with the grade 2s. Alright, so for the grade 2s, we're running Flash Gun Star Vader Osmium. And his skill is when he attacks a Vanguard and it hits, choose one of your opponent's units and Omega Lock it. It can't be unlocked during your opponent's next end phase, which is really good. He's a great pressure card. Here's the thing I like to say. He's good because he's not gonna hit. Hey, that sounds dumb. Shh. My dog, sorry. It does sound dumb, right? Like, oh, how's it good if it's not gonna hit? Think about it. If it hits, that's good. If it doesn't hit, it's also good because your opponent wants to guard it because they don't want to have their card locked for 2 turns unless they can't guard. And with something behind it, it's more of a threat, which I like a lot. Now here is a new card from the new set, GPT-3, I believe. Yes. He is also a Star Vader Chain Battle Star Vader Technetium, and I'm so happy he's not a Generation Break 1 skill. Alright, so his skill, when he attacks a unit, rearguard, Vanguard, doesn't matter, you can discard a Star Vader. He gets plus 5,000 power. So that was a 7k behind you. That makes him a 21k column, meaning you have to 10k block or 15k block, which is amazing. And the red line, I don't know if you can see it right there. His skill is when he hits Vanguard, when he deals damage to the Vanguard, Soul Charge 1 and unflip a damage, which is amazing. It's a great pressure card. It hits for numbers. He's 21 to your opponent's 11k. That's 15k guard. This will most likely hit more than Osmium, because your opponent may not want to guard a 15. May not want to drop 15k guard. Now, these aren't supposed to be here. They're just there for now. My friend is going to give me what he does is when he hits Vanguard, flip a damage. Like I said, he's good because he's not gonna hit because they're gonna guard it, and they're not gonna want to give your Link Jokers Counterblast. I apologize for my dog if you can hear that. It's a weird thing to say. It's good because it's not gonna hit, but then it's good if they do hit because you get effects. But it's also good because your opponent's gonna waste hand. You can say that about any card, but usually these, like let's say you have a vanilla 10k and another card behind it 17,000. Your opponent will most likely let that hit because it has no on-hit abilities. Because think about it, if you ever notice, I'm gonna attack 21 to your Vanguard. Any on-hit effects? Yes, when it hits, I flip a damage. And your opponents will be like, okay, I'm gonna guard that. Because they don't want to give you counterblast. And if they don't have any on-hit skills, they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll take the damage with 1 damage. So those are the great twos. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm changing him for the... He's gonna be the only Starvader. Still the only Starvader size like PGs. It's going to be the grade 2 from the Generation Strike Trial deck for Link Jokers. When it's boosted, counterblast 1 locking unit, that's a grade 2 or lower. Which is a great help for the deck. And on to the grade 3s. We got the Big Daddy Starvader Chaos Breaker Dragon. The guy who made people want to quit Vanguard when he was released. So what he does, his act is counterblast 1, discard a Starvader, choose a unit of your opponent's and lock it that is in the Vanguard. And his limit break is during your opponent's end phase when something is unlocked, Soul Blast 1, retire it, draw a card. So he generates hand, he's at 11k, he's just amazing. He's good. And I will show you guys a little play you can do with him that some people don't know after the deck pop. And then I'm running, this is my favorite Legion by far. Starvader Imaginary playing Dragon, his Legion mate is Osmium. And what he does is counterblast 2 for every Starvader in your middle column. So that's counting him, his mate, and the grade 3, and the graveyard behind him. That's how many units you can unlock. So basically what he does, he triangle locks, which is really good. And so let's say and this is the part where your regards are probably not going to hit. Because your opponent doesn't have any cards, and they're going to want to guard your Vanguard because you're putting so much pressure onto your opponent's Vanguard. Which is why I like him a lot. And his other skill is, when he attacks the Vanguard, he gets plus 2,000. And for the strides, I don't have all my strides yet. I have one big crunch dragon, and I just have him for now. He's not that good. When he attacks, counterblast 1, he gains plus 5,000 for each lock card. He's probably really good at Messiah. And his skill is counterblast 1, flip another copy. If there are 2 or more face cards in the G zone, you choose a rear guard and you lock the whole column in your opponent's field. So and they cannot be unlocked during your opponent's next end phase. So he Omega locks a column, which is a great setup for Chaos Breaker. That's guaranteeing you a plus 2, and your opponent's going to retire, and your opponent has to force retire 2 because of Chaos Breaker, which is amazing. And Counterblast 1, that's not even a big deal. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys something that people probably didn't know about. Of course, Chaos Breaker. And this guy. Alright. This is where shenanigans comes into play. And this does work, believe it or not. It is completely other bull. Alright, so Chaos Breaker. Your opponent's Vanguard. Sure, he's grade 1. Alright, so let's say you lock one of their units, alright? You lock one of their units. It's the end of your opponent's turn. Alright, and this is going to be on your rear guard, of course. During your end turn, when it unlocks, Counterblast 1, put him into the soul, you relock, and you still draw a card from his effect. Yes, the card is not gone, but the fact that it was technically retired, but you're chaining to the retirement, you would like to say, and you will still get the draw. So basically, you're going to draw 2 cards from the same lock card. And I believe it still unlocks. I forgot. I believe it still unlocks after you do that. So you Soul Blast another Starvader, and you draw another card. And it is still the end phase of your opponent's turn. No, you don't draw. My bad. I apologize. You don't draw. Okay, it's their end turn, and then it just got freshly relocked, so it doesn't unlock. Well, that's a play with Chaos Figure that some people probably knew already, but it's a really stupid play that he can do. It shouldn't be a real thing, because like, okay, +1, retire, but then you're basically dragging it back from the graveyard and relocking it and laughing at your opponent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I'm really excited for this deck. I haven't played it yet. I just got to trade off my friend, and my Chaos Figures came in the mail today. So I hope it works out as I expect it to. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe.